While Jim was showing me the metalwork he had finished on Frankie, I noticed lots of holes. Holes on the door, on the floor. What are all those holes for? So I asked Jim and he filled me in. I'm Judy, and this is my Fairlane story.
Well, believe it or not, you got a lot of stuff that has to go inside the door. Starting with your door handle, your door lock. So you have to be able to get your hands inside here. You have a window regulator that goes in here for to make your window go up and down. All that has to be fitted in here. Some of these holes pertain to the window regulator. Some of them pertain to the door panel. So these holes have a lot of uses and a lot of purposes. To even get your hand in here to do the door handle, you need to be able to get in here. Your door latch on the end of the door here. So everything has a purpose. It's not a matter of somebody just coming along here and throwing a bunch of holes in the car. Everything does something. Everything has a purpose.
Wow.
You have holes like here in the rocker. These little holes here are for your sill plate. It'll go over your carpet. It finishes off your rocker here, so it doesn't look like this unfinished. And you have holes for your seat.
What's that hole there right through the floor?
This is actually a drain hole. If your car filled up with water for some reason. And then you have other holes for your steering column, which will come up through here. Your light switch, your ignition switch, your gauge cluster, your ashtray, even though you're not smoking.
You can put change in there.
Yeah, change.
So you don't need those for tolls anymore.
No. You don't need change anymore. Glove box, even though you don't need your gloves in the car because you're going to have a heater.
Maybe you need them for the sun, though, so you don't get age spots.
Yeah. Something we need to worry about for sure.
Now, the big square rectangular one over on the side there, is that the vent for the vent? I remember there was a vent on the floor. See, there's a oval one, and then there's a rectangular
on
one.
the kick panel over there. Well, that's to get to your hinges, believe it or not.
Oh.
Your upper and lower hinges for your, there's actually hinge plates that you see in there to hold the door on.
What is that in there now?
In like the lower hole?
Yeah.
That's the plate that the hinge bolts into, which I have, there's writing on there. It says Fairlane on it. Yeah. I have them all labeled.
Oh, okay.
So they don't get mixed up. And if they do get mixed up, you're going to play a little game of Rubik's Cube as to which one goes where. So that's why we label things. The back area, it's the same thing. You got a quarter window that goes in there. That's what your holes are, probably the smaller holes in the middle. Once again, you have to get a whole regulator, window regulator up through that hole, plus a piece of glass. No different than the big door there. So once again, every hole has a meaning. This hole here, as an example, will be for your seat belt.
Oh, okay.
There's also holes in the back floor area, which will come up between the seat for your seat belts. And yeah, a lot of holes, but they once again all have a purpose. The holes you see up here on the upper part of the dash here, you'll have a dash pad, I believe, or a piece of trim.
We know that hole is for the trunk lock.
The little holes up above are for your Ford emblems, which will say Ford.
On both sides?
Well, you'll have F over there, O, R,
yeah,
and D. That's what
It's
those
hard to
are.
remember what was there.
Then you'll have Fairlane down here.
Yeah.
And of course your tail light. And I believe it gets a rubber filler piece between the bumper and then of course your bumper. And then it'll say Fairlane on the side.
Cool.
And then up top you'll have your convertible trim, which will go all the way around up to here, which are what these holes are for, to fasten the trim to the car. When it's all put together, you probably won't see very many holes left.
No, you won't. I don't think you'll see any.
No. Nope.
Stay tuned for future videos so you can see all those holes get filled in.